takes dedication to do that kind of stuff. I'm lazy.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Buyer's Remorse with Darren and Justin.
Hello and welcome to Buyer's Remorse. I am Justin.
And I'm Darren.
And today we are going to talk about a game that had been sitting in Darren's library for quite some time. One that I had been eyeing up for a Buyer's Remorse for a long time. I think I'm going to be disappointed though. What was the name of the game?
Witches Pranks.
Mm-hmm. Because you sent me a message saying, oh, it actually isn't so bad, which is disappointing because I was hoping it would be awful.
It's actually really good. It's money well spent.
With a name like Witches Pranks, I was just so ready for it to be bad. All right, what kind of game is this?
It sounds pretty bad as it is, yeah. Witches Pranks. It doesn't sound like the best game, but it's a hidden object game. It's a kind of, if I had to give it 3 tags, it would be hidden object game, casual, and cute. It's all 3 of those. I didn't actually know it was a hog until you picked it for me to play. I must have got this in a bundle.
Hog being a hidden object game is not a term I normally use.
Yeah, so it's like when I installed it, and then when I looked at the menu screen, I was like, oh, this is a hog. It's like, and if there's one thing that I know, it's hidden object games, because I went through a phase of playing tons of these games. Because they're really, I don't know, they're fun, they're usually well drawn, and they're just like simple puzzle games. Like I remember as a kid, you know, you used to buy those puzzle books of like superhero ones. There was Star Wars ones where they had like, you know, you could color. There were mazes. There were like optical illusion things where you stared at the dot in the middle and then blinked your eyes on a white wall and you'd see R2-D2's face or something. You know, it's like, it's one of those, it just takes you back to like those childhood memories.
R2-D2's face.
I don't know. Well, maybe it was probably Darth Vader. Yeah, not R2-D2. Does he even have a face? Yeah, he has a face. But yeah, so it's one of those. So as soon as it loaded up, I was like, oh, sweet, I get to play a hidden object game for an hour. And it's actually pretty good. I mean, I don't know what I paid for this.
But is this hidden object as though like you need to find something and then find a place to use it?
Yeah, so it's a
point
combination. Yeah, it's kind of a combination of like point and click stuff. So basically what happens is you have a kind of map that you can walk around in, and then there's like just scenes in front of you, and there'll be, for example, there'll be a tank of piranhas, and you need to lure the piranhas away. So somewhere you need to find a hunk of like meat so that you can put that on a chain, dip it in the water. The piranhas all go over to one side of the tank, so you can get into the tank to scoop up whatever's on the other side, and that's it. But to get those objects that you use, you've got like a picture that's got like 1,000 different items. They're all clustered everywhere, and you just have to click on, there's a list of words at the bottom, and you have to go through and find all of these little objects until you find the right one. Then that gets added into your inventory. Simple. But the story is really cute. It's so funny. It's like, and it's well animated. A lot of the hidden object games, they sometimes have some cutscenes, but that's about it. This one is really well animated. It's almost like a cartoon in a sense. So basically, you are, I don't know if you're a boy or a girl, but there are 3 frog princes, and you have to get them back to their princesses so they can get kissed and then change back into the prince. This game is probably going to take I played it for an hour. I rescued 1 prince. So this game is probably about 3 hours. Or maybe a little bit more. There's probably usually kind of standard fare for hidden object games is there's a bonus at the end once you've finished the main chapters. They'll give you 1 extra chapter. So maybe 4 hours for this game.
I'm confused here. So are you the witch?
No, the witch is like she's at some kind of tanning salon or something, like getting her nails and her hair done, which you can see her through the magic mirror.
So am I trying to prank the witch, or am I the witch doing pranks?
And this is the thing where the title makes absolutely no sense, and why you thought, oh, this is an awful title, this will be great. I don't know. There's no pranks involved. There's no pranking at all. It should be called I guess Rescue the Frog Prince doesn't sound as good as Witches Pranks. Or maybe it does. I'm not sure. But, yeah, there's no pranks. You don't do anything to anyone. You just go around solving puzzles to rescue the frog from... He's in like a little glass jar. You get him out of the jar, and then he opens a book to a fairy tale land. You go to that fairy tale land, you solve a bunch of puzzles, and you get him to his princess. Then that's one frog rescued. Then you go back to the main hub, you find the next frog, you get him out of his glass jar, and you go and do it again, I guess, and then 3 times. So maybe at the end you prank the witch. I don't know, but or maybe she's pranking the princes by turning them all into frogs. Maybe that's her prank. I've got no idea.
Okay, could be. So this game.
Yeah, so I got it cheap.
Yeah,
I got it very cheap.
What is it normally?
It's about $8.
Okay.
Which is, again, standard cost for a hidden object game, really. I mean, a lot of the other ones, yeah, they're all around the $5 to $7 mark, unless you're Adam Wolf, which weighs in at a whopping 20-something dollars. But basically, yeah, so it's really good. The thing is, with the hidden object games, is I'm not too crazy about finding the objects in the puzzles over and over and over again. I don't actually... The hidden object games have kind of evolved past that now, where they've realised that where the fun's at are the mini games, and like this has a lot of really funny, kind of cute and interesting mini games, and it's very, very thin on the ground with the actual laborious go through the list of words to find these objects. I think I only found 1 or 2 of them. So yeah, basically at the moment this is more of a point and click adventure game than a hidden object game. Yeah, it was a good pick. Thanks, Justin.
You got lucky. So, would you recommend this to me?
Yeah, I would actually, because it's something that you could play just if you're bored and you don't want... It's like a coffee break game, you know? It's something you could put on for 10 minutes. With all these kind of games, you can do a scene, you can do one puzzle, and then you can just exit out, and it saves... It's always saving your process. You never lose a save in these games. Their saving is pretty much spot on. And so you can play a scene, go back to it next week, it doesn't matter. And they're very easy to get back into because they've got hint systems which tell you exactly where you need to go, and if you wait for 20 seconds, that hint will recharge and it'll tell you exactly what object you need to use on what thing. So if you go away from the game for any length of time and you forget, oh, where am I supposed to be going? Hint, over there. What was I supposed to be doing again? Hint, oh, I was supposed to be giving the dog that bone. Okay, it kind of pushes you back into the game. You never really fall out of step with it.
And would you recommend this in general? For
people that like hidden object games, if you haven't played this is a good buy. It's a good purchase. It's very cute. It's the kind of thing that you can play with your kids as well. I played this with my daughter for a little bit as well. After the hour was up, I went back to it. I saved another prince, so I'm about 2 hours in now.
And do you think you're going to finish it?
Oh yeah, I'll definitely go back and finish it. Well, at some point. But yeah, it's overall, yeah, I got lucky. It's no cavern escape, that's for sure.
So, buyer's remorse or confirmation?
Confirmation, Justin.
Buyer's confirmation.